30% of the world's minerals hidden beneath this soil, waiting to be unlocked. The heart of the future lies within Africa's depths. From the deserts of the Sahara to the forests of Central Africa, from the peaks of the Atlas to the savannas of East Africa, every corner of this continent holds promise. The African mining industry has the power to build a brighter future, but with that power comes responsibility. We must work together, hand in hand, to ensure that Africa's resources are mined with respect for the land, for the people, and for the future. We must ensure that every mine, every operation, and every community grows in harmony with the land that nourishes it. Together, we must preserve Africa's beauty, its mountains, forests, and rivers, while unlocking its wealth. Mining is not just about extraction. It is about balance. It is about harnessing the power of the earth while protecting the environment that sustains us all. A new era for African mining, where innovation meets sustainability and the future of our continent is shaped by the hands of those who believe in progress. Africa is not just a continent, it is a force, a diverse, vibrant, and resilient force that stretches across deserts, jungles, mountains, and cities. And today, as we gather here for Mining INDABA 2025, we celebrate the incredible contributions of every African nation, every leader, and every worker in the mining industry. Future-proofing African mining today. The future of Africa is bright, and it is in your hands. The power to shape a sustainable, prosperous continent lies with those who have the vision, the innovation, and the commitment to make it a reality. You have the power. The world is watching. And Africa is ready.
Please welcome back onto stage Isibani Africa Choir. A round of applause for them, please. by the anthem of the African.
I'm sure you can tell that this is a bit too short to be a real African name. Now these are shortened versions of our names, and so tell me, what is your full name and the meaning behind it?
My actual full name is Noma Tamsan, which is one of the languages, the 12th language, official languages of South Africa. It's Xhosa. And my surname is Nkadimeng, another one of the 12 official languages is Sepedi. So my full name means fortunate, and my surname means borrowed. So I go by the motto, I live my fortunate, God-borrowed life. But I also know that your name has a deeper meaning. What does it mean to you?
Well, I speak Setswana, and there are no clicks in Setswana. My full name is Pofaone, and it means God is the giver, the source, and provision. And so, because we're talking about names and meanings, this year's theme, Future-Proofing Mining in Africa Today, has a great meaning to me as a young African woman. What future-proofing mining in Africa looks like, it looks like representation, inclusion, diversity. It means that the wealth beneath our feet benefits our communities. And most importantly, that Africans are at the center of the decisions that are being made for Africa and about Africa. It is about recognizing, appreciating, and understanding that it is Africa's time.
Indeed, it is Africa's time. We were actually having a conversation the other day, and I said, when has it never been Africa's time, actually? Now, I've had the pleasure of being part of the stage for my 4th year here now, so thank you for welcoming me back to the Mining INDABA stage. I think the beauty of that is that I've journeyed with a lot of you in the audience, heard your inputs, heard your feedback, and we really just went back as a team to really consider the ones that we could implement for this year. So I thought, yes, I'm fondly known as the message architect. I could come here and I could break down and build another word for you this year. But I really wanted to take your feedback into consideration. So I scratched my head a little bit. And I know that representation and inclusion was one of the biggest feedbacks that you get. So one of the changes we made this year is her over here. I'll explain how. And in that way, we're saying this is about Africa, even though it is hosted in South Africa. Another difference between Hofa and myself is there's a 12-year age gap. We won't tell you who's who on the spectrum of age. But we did that because we wanted to make sure that there's intergenerational conversations that are happening. Because the truth is we cannot future-proof mining in Africa or even begin to speak about sustainability if we're not willing to create batons in our respective areas and hand them down to fellow youth. And so this is progression, even though it's not perfection from the team.